Imagine a small nation nestled quietly at the edge of a turbulent continent. Denmark, a beacon of peace and democracy, stood in stark contrast to the brewing storm of World War II. Its citizens, known for their civic spirit and strong social cohesion, believed in the fundamental dignity of every individual. But even this peaceful kingdom could not escape the darkness. On April 9, 1940, the roar of Nazi tanks and the rumble of German boots shattered the morning calm. Denmark was occupied. Among the many institutions that flourished in Denmark was Freemasonry. For centuries, the Danish Order of Freemasons had been a respected part of society, with close ties to the monarchy and a tradition of philanthropy and community service. Unlike many other European lodges, their existence was open, recognized, and integrated. But across Europe, the Nazi regime waged a brutal ideological war, not just against Jews, but also against Freemasons. Hitler viewed Freemasonry as a Judeo-Masomic conspiracy, an enemy of the state, an insidious force seeking to undermine Aryan purity. Lodges were shut down, their property confiscated, and members arrested, tortured, and sent to concentration camps in the thousands. The Danish Masons knew their turn would come. They watched with dread as their brothers in other occupied nations faced annihilation. Their lists of members, their records, their very existence suddenly became a dangerous liability. This is where the story takes a critical turn. With remarkable foresight and courage, the leadership of the Danish Order of Freemasons made a momentous, preemptive decision. They knew that their official existence was doomed, but they were determined to protect their members. In a secret, highly coordinated operation, the Danish lodges embarked on a painstaking process. Membership lists, internal documents, and identifying records were systematically destroyed, not just hidden, but eradicated. This wasn't an act of cowardice, but an act of strategic self-preservation, designed to deny the Gestapo the very tools they would need for persecution. When the inevitable crackdown came, and the Nazis demanded the records of the Danish Masons, they were met with empty hands. The official lodges were dissolved, but without membership lists, without a clear register of who was a Mason, the Gestapo's ability to systematically target individuals was severely hampered. Thousands of Danish Masons effectively vanished into the general population, their identities protected. For the first few years of the occupation, Denmark maintained a unique, almost velvet glove relationship with the Nazis. The Danish government was allowed to remain, and everyday life continued with a semblance of normality. This facade, however, was cracking under the surface. By late 1943, resistance grew, and German patience wore thin. The velvet glove was ripped away. Martial law was declared, and the Danish government resigned. It was then that the most terrifying order came down from Hitler himself: the immediate deportation of all Danish Jews. The date for the roundup was set for October 1st, 1943, Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. The Germans believed they would catch the entire community gathered in their homes and synagogues. What they didn't account for was the remarkable unity and moral courage of the Danish people. Miraculously, word of the impending deportations leaked. George Ferdinand Duckwitz, a German diplomat, secretly warned Danish politicians. The message spread like wildfire through churches, hospitals, universities, and among ordinary citizens. This is where the earlier, hidden preparation of the Masons became incredibly significant. Many of the thousands of Danish Masons, now operating underground and united by bonds of trust and shared principles, became integral nodes in the extraordinary, spontaneous network that sprang up to save their Jewish countrymen. Their values of brotherly love, relief, and truth, the core tenets of Freemasonry, translated into immediate, decisive action. They used their established networks, their habits of discretion, their ability to organize in secret to facilitate the rescue. Doctors, nurses, teachers, fishermen, and countless ordinary citizens joined forces. They hid families in their homes, in hospitals, in churches, and even in the Royal Library. The goal was clear: get the Jewish community to safety across the Öresund Strait to neutral Sweden. This was a monumental logistical challenge, requiring boats, safe houses, money, and unwavering courage. And it was largely done in the dead of night. Fishermen, motivated by humanity and often paid by the resistance funds, sometimes contributed by former Masons and their networks, transformed their humble vessels into life rafts. They sailed through treacherous waters, dodging German patrol boats, carrying families to freedom. It was a race against time, a desperate dash for survival. Incredibly, over a period of just a few weeks, an estimated 7,200 of Denmark's 7,800 Jews, along with some 700 of their non-Jewish relatives, were smuggled to Sweden. It stands as one of the most successful acts of mass rescue in the history of the Holocaust. The Danish lodges, as an official entity, could not directly participate in the resistance. But their foresight in dissolving their records, protecting their members, allowed individual Masons to become a potent force within the broader Danish resistance. Their ingrained values of community, secrecy, and mutual support found new, vital purpose in the face of unimaginable evil. This wasn't about secret handshakes or hidden rituals in the darkest hour. It was about the tangible outcome of a specific ethos, that brotherhood, integrity, and compassion are not just abstract ideals, but powerful motivators for action when human lives hang in the balance. The rescue of the Danish Jews is a testament to the extraordinary moral courage of an entire nation. And within that story, the silent, strategic actions of the Danish Masons played an unsung, yet crucial role, demonstrating how the bonds of fraternity can translate into acts of profound humanity. Today, the Danish Order of Freemasons continues its work, a testament to its resilience. The story of the rescue of the Danish Jews and the quiet role played by its Masonic members reminds us that even in the darkest of times, light can emerge from unexpected places. It is a story not just of survival, but of the enduring power of compassion and the profound responsibility we have to one another. Thank you for joining us, and good night.